Hey guys, this is Jean-Claude, and today we're actually going to have mail day. So this particular package was actually sent to me like probably, I don't know, a month or two ago. I had recorded a video, I opened it up, I did all these different things. It was a bunch of different decks. It actually came from the UK. Sadly though, it was around that time whenever I was sick. I had a lot of different complications, including the video editing, and I don't know, it was a big ordeal. So I'm sorry about this, but I did find out that this guy has a channel on YouTube. I'm going to put that down in the link below. It's Raza Gaming Destiny. So if you want to check him out, I'm sure he'd appreciate that. But inside of here, there were some decks. He put, these are now old SAS scores. I don't really go by that, but I guess some of them might have been okay. And then there was some open decks as well. And then the cool part of this package, hold on here, shake all these out. My favorite part by far was actually he sent me two of these house pins. These are actually really cool, so thank you very much for that. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the full video up, but I just opened two of these. We kind of discussed them, looked it over. Very cool. Thank you for sending this all the way from the UK. Now we actually have a live opening I can do for you. I'm going to cover up his address here. Obviously he doesn't want that out. So let's see what we got inside here. I can tell you just based upon the feel, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a deck. I don't feel anything else in there. But this actually came from one of my patrons. Joker sent this. Let's see, hold on. What's this? Okay, it's a pen. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's a deck in here. And let's make sure there's nothing else hiding. Nope. Alright, let's see what it says here. There's a note. Okay. Oh, it's still in the wrap. Right on. It says, saw the name and thought you needed it. Joel. Wait. Looks like there's some more to the message. P.S. Sorry about the Brobnar. Oh boy, yes. It's an untamed Brobnar Star Alliance deck. Oh my gosh, Van Damme the Carelessly Vexing. It's a really cool deck name, and what do you guys think we should do? Should we just open this? Oh, what the heck, let's do it. Let's see what's inside this thing. Very cool, Joel. Thank you very much for sending this to me. It would be completely unfair to keep this thing inside a package for its whole life. This thing needs to be played as often as possible. Heck, I might play this the very next time I go to a card shop. This is really cool. All right, so there is Brobnar in here. Let's hope it's a decent one. We're starting out with, oh, the Toad. 1 power, Toad cannot reap. That means we have, yes, the Witch. Xenos Blood Shadow, 4 power elusive, hazardous 6, poison, and skirmish. Have not seen this yet. Nepeta Gigantica. It's an artifact. Action, stun a creature with power 5 or higher, or stun a giant creature. Does that mean there's going to be giants with less than 5 power? Oh, I guess maybe there's things that can give creatures minus power? We don't really have that besides one creature inside a Brobnar doing it to opposing Brobnar creatures. Flaxia is 4 power. Play. Gain 2 amber if you control more creatures than your opponent. Unnatural selection. Amber whenever you play it. Choose 3 friendly creatures and 3 enemy creatures. Destroy each other creature. Song of the Wild. For the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains reap. Gain an amber. A second Song of the Wild. Rust Gnar's 4 power. Fight. Destroy an artifact. If that artifact had an amber bonus, you gain that much amber. Musthic Murmook, 4 power. Each player's keys cost +1 amber. Play, deal 4 damage to a creature. Liking it so far. Molphin is 3 power, hazard is 3. After amber is stolen from you, deal 1 damage to each enemy creature for each amber stolen. Cauldron Boil, amber whenever you play it, deal damage to each creature equal to the amount of damage on that creature. A second Cauldron Boil. And now we're on to Star Alliance. Real quick before we get to that, how many creatures were there? There was 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, okay. Song of the Wilds might do okay, except for the Toad is in there, so we can't really count that one. Tech Impulse, amber whenever you play it. Destroy each artifact, exhaust each creature with an upgrade. This is actually a really cool card. Destroying all artifacts and getting an amber whenever you play it's pretty nice. It reminded me of a similar card in Mars, where it destroyed artifacts but then stunned certain types of creatures. That would slow you down. Exhausting your Star Alliance creatures actually doesn't hurt you. This is really good. And if anything, it could hurt your opponent more than it hurts you. That is awesome. Peace Accord is an artifact. Play. Each player gains 2 amber. After a creature is used to fight, its controller loses 4 amber. Destroy Peace Accord. Stunner is an upgrade. Amber whenever you play it. This creature gains fight reap. You may stun a creature. I like that card. Nurse Soto. 3 power deploy. Play fight reap. Heal 3 damage from each of Nurse Soto's neighbors. Helmsman Spears, 2 power. Fight Reap, discard any number of cards from your hand. Draw a card for each card discarded this way. Great card. Zap, 1 amber whenever you play it. Deal 1 damage to a creature for each house represented among creatures in play. Officer Quincan is 2 power elusive. After a player chooses an active house which matches no cards in play, steal 1 amber. I'd imagine that most of you following this channel know that this works. Whether it's you or your opponent that calls a house with no cards in play that matches it, it's always you, the player that controls Officer Quincan, that gets to steal the amber. So this is a fantastic card. Light of the Archons, it's an upgrade. Amber whenever you play it. This creature gets +1 power and +1 armor for each upgrade attached to it. Explo Rovers, 3 power skirmish, may be played as an upgrade and gives the creature a skirmish. A second Explo Rover, do we have any other star? Here we go, that's a good Star Alliance creature. Commander Chan is 4 power, Fight Reap, use another friendly creature. Ooh, Com Officer Kirby, 3 power, play Fight Reap. You may play a non-Star Alliance artifact, upgrade, or action card this turn. It's a very good card. Uh-oh, now we're on to Brobnar. It's Gron's Brew. Amber whenever you play it, give a creature 2 +1 power counters. And there's the Mega Gron Ninetales, 7 power. Gets +4 power when it's damaged. Remember, it has to survive that damage initially to then get the +4 power. So if someone immediately does 7 damage to this, it will just die. It doesn't ever get the bonus and go up to 11. Slimy Jark, 1 power, skirmish elusive. Fight, enrage the creature, Slimy Jark fights. Ragwarg is an artifact, amber whenever you play it. After a creature reaps, if it is the first time a creature has reaped this turn, deal 2 damage to it. Might not hurt us too bad because we did have Nurse Soto in here that can heal up its neighbors. Overrun, amber whenever you play it. If 3 or more enemy creatures have been destroyed this turn, your opponent loses 2 amber. Warrior's Refrain, amber whenever you play it. Stun each creature with power 3 or lower. Ooh, that might hurt our deck. Oh, there's 2 of them. Tremor, stun a creature and each of its neighbors. Ire Staff, it's an artifact, and whenever you play it, action enrage a creature, give that creature a +1 power counter. When I first saw this card, I thought it was okay. The more that I've seen it in action though, I think it's a really good card. Enraging your opponent's elusive small creatures, forces them to fight, potentially takes them off the board, doesn't allow them to reap. Sure, it gets the +1 power, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's say you don't want to target one of your opponent's creatures, and you already want to fight with one of your creatures, go ahead and give it a +1 power counter, and give it that much more survivability. Berserker Slam, amber whenever you play it, deal 4 damage to a flank creature. If this damage destroys that creature, its controller loses an amber. Alaka's 4 power, if you've used a creature to fight this turn, Alaka enters play ready, and the last card is a second Alaka. Alright, so just kind of glancing through this, well, you know, Brobnar is always rough, especially when you got a Slimy Jark. That's always a shame. But let's get some of the amber up. Do a real quick, not a full deck analysis here, but there was a decent amount of amber in Brobnar. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Okay. A little bit in Star Alliance. You can count Piece of Cord as well. Alright. We'll put the Song of the Wilds up in here, because we did have at least 5 we could reap with inside of Untamed, thinking of Reapers. Alright, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh. 20 is actually a pretty good number. Let's pull up the amber control. I'm starting to get a little intrigued here. Now, with these houses, there can't be that much amber control, but we'll still see what we have. Warrior's Refrain can slow our opponents down. Unfortunately, it's going to slow us down quite a bit as well. Berserker Slam. Tremor kind of slows them down. Can't reap. Officer Quincan's excellent. Too bad we don't have a way to protect it. Marmook. Okay, so there's a little bit of sort of amber control in here. Just things that help slow down our opponents. A little bit of board control thanks to the stun effects. Berserker Slam. Warrior's Refrain. Unnatural selection, so we had a little bit of that going on. Cauldron's Boil. The pulse in here is actually interesting to me because we have, let's check it out, hold up. Piece of Cord. What I kind of like about this is our opponent doesn't want to fight because they don't want to lose the amber. Well, maybe there's a turn where we do want to fight in Star Alliance. We can play the pulse first, get rid of this so we actually don't lose the amber, and then fight freely. Let's see. Anything else that just quickly stuck out to me? Yeah, also it might be nice to get the Ragwarg off the board. Yeah, overall it's an okay deck. There was a decent amount of creatures. I guess we'll pull that up real quick just to see what it is. I don't even want to count Toad as a creature, by the way, so we're not even going to count Toad. Well, actually, I guess we can count him. He's not a Reaper, but he can fight. And thanks to the Cauldron Boil, I guess we can double that damage he did? I don't know. Slimy Jar, gosh. Oh man, we could totally brew up the Toad and turn him into a 3-power creature. That is a beastly thing we could do. Actually, if anything, we're going to put that brew onto Blood Shadow, just so it can survive damage from actions, or maybe take out bigger creatures thanks to its Skirmish being a 6-power creature. So, for the heck of it, we'll count Toad, but whatever. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Alright, 17 creatures, so it's an average number. Slightly high Amber count, low Amber control count, and average creatures. But what's important about this deck? It has an awesome name, and you gave it to me. Thank you very much. Alright guys, well thanks for watching my videos, and I will see you next time.